Hey guys, old school fan here. Back again with another mail day. I've got several packages in from eBay, and also got back a package from a PSA group submission, and I haven't seen them yet, so it's going to be fun cracking into that package, and also seeing my eBay pickups. So with that said, let's get into it. Alright, I'm going to start off with some PWEs and see what we got. Alright, first one is a Jim Bunning on-card auto. I've got one of this card that I picked up in a PSA 9. This and came up for auction, and I just placed a $6 starting bid on it and took it down. So pretty nice card there. So we'll set that right there. Alright, I got another PWE. Always tire into those first. Alright, this is a 1978 Phil Necro, signed and inscribed Hall of Fame 97. I think I paid like $9 ship for this. I thought about sending a few cards through the mail and having Necro to sign them, and I seen some people saying that he now charges like $20. So I figured if that's the case, then this in here is a pretty good deal. So I was happy to have that. And that ain't wanting to stand, so I select to the side. Alright, we'll get into some of the bubble millers. I'm going to try to speed this up. If not, it may run long. Alright, we got some packing peanuts. And we got a 1967 Phil Necro in a BVG 6. I picked this up pretty cheap. I think it was about $7, and I had in mind to crack it out and send it to Necro and have them to sign it. A lot of times when I see those in person or through the mail cards that's been signed on eBay, they're usually in terrible shape. So I figured I'd find some halfway decent cards if I was gonna do that and have some of them signed. Alright, move on to another package. Alright, here's another one. I picked this up really cheap. It's graded by ProGrading.com. I usually don't pick up these off-brand grading cards because I just don't have much faith in them. But this one looks pretty doggone good and is in pretty nice shape. A lot of times with these off-brand name companies, they will put a higher grade on about anything, and a lot of times cards will be trimmed also. But this is another one I picked up with in mind to do a TTM and have Necro to sign it. Alright, move along. Alright, here's a Necro that I picked up pretty cheap. I think I have about $10 shipped in this card. This is a Topps Archives 1986 on-card auto number 2 of 15. The card's a little beat up, but overall, pretty nice card. It's pretty old looking. There. I need to get me a better setup so that way I can set my cards up when I open them. They want to slide all over the place on this desk. Moving to another one here. Try to speed it up. Not take all night. Here's another Necro. Hope you guys don't get bored of me showing you so many Necros. This is another one that I picked up with the mind of having to sign it. It's a 1971 graded BVG 7.5, and it's a pretty nice shape. It looks better in person than what it actually looked in the picture. Lay that there. Move along. Alright. Well, that's an envelope that I've already opened there. I got everything piled up here, and I'm trying to open up an envelope that's already opened on the other end. Here's another Necro. It is a 1970 Milton Bradley PSA 10. I think I have about 13 bucks in this. I got it pretty cheap. Pretty nice card there. Alright, we'll tear into this one. Okay, here's a one for my Jim Bunning collection. I got this, it's 2017 Optic, and got it for their starting bid. It's like $14.99. This is some of the last cards Jim Bunning probably autographed, because he passed away this year. And just a nice card. Great. It's number 2 out of 3. There's another one on eBay, and they're asking like $100 for it, and most likely they're never going to get that. Bunning's a low seller, and I was glad to have it. I'll probably send it in to grading. It looks pretty sweet, in nice shape. Alright, I'll tear into another package here, and then we'll get into some PSA mail here shortly. Alright. Alright, this is just an oddball piece. It's from 1973, I think it is, and it's a little hand cut type of card. There on the bottom, you see it looks like it's got a lot of glue residue or something other. I just paid like $3 for it, I think, and I was just looking for oddball stuff for my Frank Robinson collection. So, just a oddball item. Alright, move along. Try to speed things up. Once again, I've got another pair of dull scissors. I want to get me a box cutter. Alright. Here's one that I got fairly cheap. It is a, I think it's from 2006 tops. It's a Gary Carter. And I'd say the odds was extremely high on this, because usually anything tops is pretty high. But I can't remember what I paid for it. I think it's like 17 bucks if I ain't mistaken. Alright, got another little package here. Alright, this one is also for the Jim Bunning collection. Another cheap one. It's the red Panini Cooperstown on-card auto, and it's from 2015. And I think I have about 12 bucks in this, 10 to 12. I got it pretty cheap. Won it with the opening bid. Glad to have that. Alright, we got a box. That's probably not the best way to open that. It's taped, heavily taped. Just bear with me a second, guys. Alright. Here we go. Alright. This is a Topps vault. Pretty neat purchase. I picked this up for the Jim Bunning collection. It is it's the first time I've owned anything like this. There's a PSA 7 1963. There's a PSA 7 1963 Jim Bunning that come with it. And then there is the Topps Vault negative, it was called, of the card. I assume this is the one that they printed the cards off of. I'm not real sure. It's the first time I bought anything like this. It's got the little authentic sticker there. Topps Vault sticker up there. Pretty sweet. And it comes with a certificate. And I'm not sure there what that is, but pretty sweet. There's the front, there's the back's blank, but pretty neat item. It popped up for auction, and I took it down with the buy it now. Got it at a fairly good price, I think. And once again, there's that. I was planning on having this piece slabbed by PSA, and on the forums, some said that PSA doesn't grade these, so don't know. I'll have to check into that further. Just lay this to the side for now. Well, there goes the cards. Kind of figured that was going to happen. I'll just stack them up there for now. It'll be alright. Alright guys, I'm back. I don't know what happened here. My camera shut off, and I got a notice that the battery was low, and then I seen that it shut off. I'm not sure how long it's been off, but I'm opening up a little brick here. It's multi-card purchase. Sucks that the camera's off. I'm gonna have to go back when editing this and see how much mail was actually missed. But the original purchase of this was 2 cards, and then after I bought 2 cards from this seller, we got to talking, and he had a few more listed, and I just made him an offer for up for what he had left, and he took it. So I think I got a pretty good deal on this stuff. But first one is a Carlton, 1983 Donruss in a PSA 10. Pretty sweet card. Alright, and then here's the second one of the original purchase. It is a Eddie Murray in a PSA 10, and I think I got it for like $3 or $4. I mean, it was dirt cheap, cheaper than you can actually get it graded for. And then these was some of the extras that he had, and I just made him an offer, and he took them on. We got a 2015 Topps Pro debut Steven Matz in a Gem Mint 10. I'm not even sure who that is because I don't keep up with baseball as much as I used to. I just like collecting the older players. Alright, I know who this guy is. This is a 1989 Donruss Craig Biggio in a Gem Mint 10. Pretty sweet. And here's a 1987 Fleer Wally Joyner in a PSA 10. He was a big deal back in the 80s, but kind of flared out later in his career. Then here is a Deion Sanders, 1989 Donruss, the rookies, in a PSA 10. His baseball cards aren't worth much, but his football, he was a multi-sport player, played baseball and football, a Hall of Fame football player. I loved Deion when he played for the Braves. I have a lot of respect for him and Bo Jackson. Both guys played, was stars in baseball and football. All right, here's a Hall of Famer, 1983 Fleer Jim Palmer. Pretty sweet card. All right. The next one is a 2016 Topps Now Corey Seager in a Gem Mint 10. Cards really loose in that case. Alright, next is a 2016 Bowman Chrome Kyle Schwarber in a PSA 10. Pretty sweet card. That card there doesn't move at all, but that other one was loose as could be. Alright, next is another Hall of Famer, a 1987 Fleer glossy white box. Pretty sweet card. Alright, next is a 1990 Star Minor League Bernie Williams baseball wax in a Gem Mint 10. Bernie was a long-time Yankee. I think he played his whole career with the Yankees. Helped him win a few championships. Alright, next is a 2015 Bowman Chrome Carlos Correa Prospect Profiles Mini in a mint 9. Pretty nice little card. Alright, and last is a 2015 Topps Heritage Noah Syndergaard in a Gem Mint 10. It's the 51 collection. Pretty nice. Alright, next, guys, is my PSA returns from a group submission. I haven't opened these yet. I've been looking forward to them, and I'm going to crack them on camera. They should be 10 or 11. I can't remember. I think it was like 10. A little bit of baseball, and I think I also submitted a couple of Jordan cards. See if I can get this open. Alright, comes in a nice little box. Let me get me something to drink. I hate that the camera shut off a little while ago. Now I'm going to have to go back and splice these together and see what didn't get shown on camera. Let me see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, there's 11 of them. Alright, we're gonna start off with the first one is a Frank Robinson Topps Tribute, and it got a mint 9. Just a beautiful card. I was hoping that it would get a 10 because it was encased and it hadn't never been touched. The actual card hadn't when I sent it in. So it's a mint 9. I'm still glad to have it. Anything from an 8 to a 10 I'm glad to have. I just hate seeing anything below an 8 because it just doesn't look right, you know, I think, for modern cards. Alright, I'll lay that right there. Alright, now this one is an older Frank Robinson. It got an 8. It is a 2002 Donruss Elite and a near mint to mint 8. I picked that up on eBay for like $15. Got it really cheap. Glad to have it. Pretty sweet card from 2002, numbered out of 250. The odds on these was crazy back in, crazy high. I remember busting, opening cards back early 2000s, and I just couldn't hardly ever have any luck on pulling the big cards like that. I was lucky to even hit a jersey card. Alright, next is a Jim Bunning. It is from 2015. Boom, Gem Mint 10. That's awesome. I picked that up on eBay. Got it cheap, about $10 or so. And just outstanding card. See, I've got the red version of it. I'll be sending it in soon. That's awesome. I'm glad to have that. Alright. Next is a 1959 Jim Bunning. This was a PSA 9, but it had a qualifier, and I cracked it out and sent it back. And was hoping that it would come back without that qualifier, so let's see what it got. Wow. Got a 6. Oh my God. I bought this for $40 as a PSA 9, and it had a qualifier, had a print defect. And I guess where I sent it in as no qualifier, that's why it come back at 6. Yeah. I mean, it looks great, but, you know, to my eyes, but PSA thought different. But that's how it goes when you crack your cards out and send them back. You know, it's a gamble, and I know that ahead of time. And sometimes you don't always get the results you was after. But nonetheless, you know, I'm a bunning collector. Still cool cards. Alright, this is I think a 1961 postcard of Jim Bunning. Awesome. And it come back a near mint to mint 8. I've already got one of these in a near mint to mint 8. And I bought this in raw first. And then shortly after that, there was one already slabbed in an 8 come up for auction. And I won hit fairly cheap. And then later I ended up sending this one in. So now I got 2 of them. I guess I'll keep this one that's in the newer case and probably sell off the other one. Alright, this is a Jim Bunning Auto. I think it's from like 2004 Ultimate, if I ain't mistaken. Let's see what it got. Got an 8.5. It's an on-card auto, decades, near mint to mint, rated at 8.5. I thought this one would pull a 10, but, you know, PSA said no. Still glad to have it, though. Alright, next is another Jim Bunning Auto. See what year it's from. Don't know, don't see it right off. This is the Leaf, and I think this one was encased when I sent it in. No, this is a different one. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of a different card. This one wasn't encased. I bought it raw and sent it in. Boom, Jim Mint 10. That's awesome. I think I paid probably $9 or $10 for this. I mean, I got it cheap. Bought it raw off eBay. Rated a Jim Mint 10. Alright, next is another Jim Bunning Auto. This is an Upper Deck product. Can't recall. Oh, I'm going to knock everything over trying to see what year it was. But I'll just flip it and we'll see. Got a mint 9. This is a 2005 Ultimate Sig Signature Supremacy. I bought this off eBay, I think, for like $25. Just an awesome on-card auto. And it seems like I remember seeing it had like a little dot right at the end of it, and I think it's right there. The camera probably won't pick it up, and that's could be what held it back from a 10. But man, I'm glad to have that. Alright, next is another Jim Bunning Auto. This is from 2014, and we got, boom, another 10. That's awesome. Again, this is another card I bought raw off eBay. None of these I opened myself. I bought them raw. That's awesome. So glad to have that. Numbered out of 23. Alright. Next is 2 Jordan cards. And these are from... This is from 1991 Fleer. I was hoping for a 10 on this, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got something crazy. Let's see what it got. Boom, there it is. Gem Mint 10. Oh my God, that's awesome. That is awesome. Now this I busted out of a box that I got at a local vendor's mall and sent it in. That's just outstanding, man. I'm excited to have that. Such an awesome card. I mean, them cards are just outstanding, especially back years ago when you would get them. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, last card of the order is a, I think this is a 1990 Fleer, and I was hoping for a 10 on this. I thought it looked outstanding, had a good shot at a 10, so let's see what we get. Boom, there it is. Oh my God. That is outstanding, guys. I can't, wow. I mean, just outstanding. Just a beautiful card. I'm just excited. Sorry, guys, if I sound like I've never seen a PSA 10, but, you know, it's just great to break them out and send them in and see them come back like this. All right, let's do a recap of the PSA submissions. Got 1, 2, 3. All right, out of 11 cards that I sent in, out of 11 cards, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I got 1, 2, 2 PSA 9s, and then the rest was 8s. So overall, I think I've done excellent. I'm thrilled. I mean, it just made my night seeing them, and I'm glad I was going to bust them open earlier today. At the post office in the parking lot. When I got them, I was just eager to see them, but I'm glad I held off and done it on camera. And I made this video run long, guys. Sorry if you don't like long videos. Wasn't my intention to run so long. Also, as I said, my camera shut off, so I'm going to go back and look at the videos and see about how much mail was missed, if any. I'm not sure about that, but I'm going to cut it off here, guys. In closing, guys, I want to say thank you all for sticking with me and watching this video. Thank you for subbing to my channel and commenting when you do, guys. I really appreciate it. And until the next video, guys, I'll catch you later.